Hey everyone, it's Runner Gunner, and I'm back to talk a little bit about passive skill points, war points, ISK, and active skill points. I think I already said that one. I'm not sure if I did or not. But anyways, as you can see, these are my two characters that I have. And if you notice, active, passive SP, that's a type of skill point. And you can have three characters, but for some reason you can only have active SP activated on one of your characters at one time. As you can see, I went back to my main account and it says activate passive SP. Then it kind of refreshes. And if you notice, you can only have passive SP activated on only one character at one time. And I'll talk a little bit more about what passive SP is as soon as this loads up. I'm actually going to go into the marketplace and explain it to you. And when I first started playing this, I was very confused about what was the difference in all these skill points, this kind of point, that point, war point. I want to try to shed some light on it. Okay, as you can see, lifetime skill points is 1 million and blah blah blah. You know, I can't really tell because I'm rendering this out. But as you notice, that's my lifetime skill points. And if you notice, unallocated skill points, which I believe I'm saying that correctly, it's not unlocated as a lot of people say it is. And if you notice, it goes up by like 1 every 2 seconds or so. Well, there's a reason for that. That's what passive skill points are. You know, if you're logged off or something, they still like go up, you know? Like you don't even have to be on the game and you're still gaining passive skill points. Like constantly. So, you know, keep that in mind. I think it's like you earn like 1 passive skill point every 5 seconds, and that turns out to be about 24,000 total passive skill points every 24 hours. So they're saying every second. I'm not too sure, but I heard it was 5 seconds, but just doing that math in my head, it's clearly one every second. So yeah. Anyways, I won't go into a actual game here and show you the difference between what war points are and ISK and active skill points. But yeah, that's passive, and passive always runs. Now, everyone that plays Dust, and I've just recently discovered this, which I have reached my weekly cap. The weekly cap is 190,000 skill points. So every week, if you hit 190,000 skill points, just go ahead and consider yourself to not get any more skill points. You're only going to gain skill points on your war points, and that's what I will explain here in just a second as soon as all this loads up. But yeah, once you hit your weekly cap, you don't make any more skill points really. You're only allowed to make like 190,000. As a matter of fact, just let me get the tables out right quick. Actually, it's a correction. It's 190,400. So, you know, give or take 190,000. But still, 190,000 is not that much if you think about it. Because one of the suits that I want is 184,000 to get certain type of weapon upgrades that I really would like to have, which is one of the complex enhanced modules. I'm looking at about 300 and something thousand. So if you think about it, you know, 190,000 isn't really that much, and that's what passive skill points are. Doesn't matter if you're logged in or logged off. You're always gaining passive skill points. So when you wake up the next morning and you have time to jump on right quick before you jump off and do what you gotta do for the day, or if you know are one of those type of gamers that just play all day, which, you know, I used to do that too a lot, you'll notice that your skill points will just keep going up one by one by one. Every hour you'll notice that it increases. So that's the passive skill points. Now let's talk a little bit about war points, which I'll explain to you in 1 second. Alright, you see right below my name, Lunas, it says 0, right? Well, not right below it, but right to the right of it. That's where your war points are. So for every kill, you get, 50 points or so. For a hack, you get 100. If you're like hacking with a buddy, then you get like 25. Or a kill assist is 25. These will add up to be your war points. And when you hit your weekly cap, that's what happens. You'll only get credit for your SP. Like, let me say that differently. I don't think I said that correctly. Like, if you get like 100 war points, you're only going to get 100 SP points. Okay? I know that sucks, and there's actually a cap to that as well. There is a cap. It's 1,000. You're not allowed to make no more than 1,000 active skill points. So, I mean, I don't know. I ain't done that yet. In one game, I haven't gone up to 1,000. But from what I've been hearing, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyways. Is that you're only allowed to make 1,000 SP if you hit your weekly cap. And that's only if you kill up to 1,000, like you get 1,000 war points. You have to have 1,000 war points. As you can see, I just went ahead and jumped in my HAV here. Yeah, this is what I prefer to do a lot, since everybody be running around with all those high-tech gear that, just slaughters me like that. I just figured, you know what, I'll just pull out the big toys, man, and just start blowing you up. Besides, I actually like driving stuff around. I don't like to drop ships so much, but, the little cars and these HAVs are, like, really sweet. I only get, like, 2 kills on this battle, though. But yeah, I'll let y'all guys watch a little bit of this here. This is the gameplay for Ambush. But my main point is to show you what happens at the end of the game, on how your war points add up to be SP points, skill points, active skill points. But yeah, those passive skill points, I'm just gonna go back and say it again. They are always going to keep adding up. 24,000 every day. 2 days, 48,000. So if you do the math, you're always gaining that. But you're only allowed to have, so much active skill points per week. 190,400. They reset, I'll go ahead and tell you, they reset the like the time that you can gain another 190,400 SP points Wednesday at 11 UTC. UTC stands for global time, okay? So it's the same for everybody. Well, it's not really the same for everybody, but some of you guys might be closer to the UTC than others. Like, it's more along the line, like, I know in England, UTC is like an hour ahead. Or no, excuse me, an hour behind. So the people in England are like, an hour ahead of the UTC. So, I mean, it's different for everybody, but that's global time, okay? That's what UTC stands for. So, Wednesday at 11 UTC to 11:30 UTC, just to expect, for you to be not having to make, 100, 200 SP at the end of your games. You'll be making, the what you normally would make, like 4,000 and 5,000 or 8,000 and 9,000, and that's what I was really upset about. Like, I came back on the game thinking that okay, today's my 8th day of playing, so I'm definitely going to be able to start making 4,000 and 5,000 again, because I've really been wanting to get this suit. It's the next step up from the suit that I'm wearing right now. And I can't get it. It's 180 something thousand points, and it's going to take me a whole week to get that. Well, it won't take me a whole week to grab it, but still, by the time I do grab that suit, I mean, I've already used up all my weekly skill points. So, anyways, it'll show it right now. See, that was even a victory, so, that's pretty good. Alright, I'll go ahead and tell you what ISK is. ISK is never affected, but you see the SP over here? 100 SP and a booster bonus of 50, and I'll explain that at the very end of this video almost. Okay, 2 kills, KD and all that stuff. I'm gonna go over here to my actual character. Okay, Lunasipi Lunas. You see how it's 100 war points? WP war points, 100. Okay? And if you notice, 100 skill points. There you go. See the bonus SP exhausted at the bottom? I believe I saw that, right? That means 0. I don't have any more SP available to me. I'm only getting it from my war points. And ISK is how much you make during the game. And that's never affected. You'll always gain ISK. And as you can see, I got about 2 million something. So, you know, I'm doing pretty good. So ISK is kind of like your money in the game, you know? That's how much money you have to blow on everything. That's kind of like your oral in a way, you know, but the game's type of oral, not your actual pocket money. And war points, there's the kills and the hacks that you get during the game. And your SP, your active SP, is what you get like, you know, playing. Which, you know, I've hit my weekly cap, so I'm just getting it from my war points alone. Now, right here, unallocated skill points. If you notice, it's going up 1 every second. Okay? And I got 2 million ISK. And this is never affected, people. Okay? Your passive skill points will never be affected. That's why I guess they call it unallocated skill points. And those actually become active skill points or skill points or whatever you want to call it. Now, you're probably wondering why I got that like 50% bonus. Well, actually, there's a reason for that. I have a couple of boosters on. Okay, I have an active booster and a passive booster. The active booster, it increases your overall skill points gained in the game by 50%. So that's why that 50% came up at the bottom. I got an extra 50 points for killing, or gaining 100 SP points. And that very bottom one, that I was telling you about, that is how much you have remaining for that week. Okay? Like how much, are you allowed to have, weekly. Now, this is augmentations. As you can see, a passive booster and an active booster. A passive booster allows you to gain passive skill points faster. Now keep in mind, a passive booster will increase your skill points no matter what. You can come off the game, go to sleep, don't load the game up for a whole week, and this will still be at work, people. Okay? It'll always be increasing your passive skills. And I've noticed that I went off the game, when dust was down due to that attack, DDoS attack. I noticed that when I came back on, I had a hell of a lot of SP. I mean, I remember leaving and having like 17,000, and then I come back and I got like 100-something thousand. So, you gain a lot of passive skill points. And keep in mind that active is the same thing, but that's during the game only. So I hope all this helped you out. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment, ask me, and I have no problem answering questions for people. And pretty much just keep in mind, there's a weekly cap, Wednesday 11 UTC to 11:30 UTC. It will reset, okay? And then you'll be able to make 109,000 again. So thank you very much for watching, and peace out.